Okay. New YouTube video. Yay. Okay. Today, something different. I got my brother who is incapacitated right now, and we got Malik. So, might be starting a new series, pretty much like an open discussion on, different topics about what's going on in the world today. So today, what we're going to be discussing is family division and our viewpoints on it. So I'm going to let Malik express his viewpoint on it.
Peace, greetings, and salutation. Hoping that everyone is out there as well. As far as today, this is the first trial run, and that we like to put this here out there. We trying to promote a format that stimulate the mind and bring forth conversation, opinions, and rebuttals and replies. And we discussing multiple situations that's affecting the black community, and we would like to know your input, your outcome, your experience. Once again, I said, this is our first day. I'd like to introduce ourselves. We have not came up with a name, but the name I pretty much came about is You Can't Make This Up. So whatever topic you would like to discuss, whatever you're going through, we could relate. And if we don't know the answer, we will find an answer. Not only will we find an answer, for every problem, we know the problem, but we're going to find a solution to the problem.
All right. Darius, what is your viewpoint on family division?
Okay, so my viewpoint is pretty much it's like, okay, I feel like in the black community it's family division because a lot of times what we're going off of is trauma from either our dad not being in our life or our mom not being in our life, or sometimes our mom is in our lives, but it's like, okay, you still taking care of yourself or you still doing this by yourself and stuff like that. Me personally, I feel like a lot of my trauma did come from my dad being in and out of my life when he thought it was necessary for him to be. And that's what stops a lot of black males from succeeding in life, because they're harping on, oh, my dad wasn't there, so I ain't got to do nothing, or I'm going to just be a deadbeat like him. And that's what stops a lot of men that has kids from taking care of their kids a lot of times, because, oh, my dad ain't do it, so I ain't going to do it either. But at the same instance, it's like you will want to be better than your dad or whoever. A lot of times family division because a lot of times people don't speak up. People rather just go with the punches and not voice their opinion, and I feel like it doesn't make any sense, because if y'all family, y'all can talk about whatever with each other, but a lot of times it don't work in the black community because we see either try to fight each other, shoot each other, stab each other, or we talking about each other like cats and dogs. And it needs to be a change, because you see more other races in the world stick together, and it's like the black community, we don't stick together rarely. You'll find a family of black people, probably 1 in 5 households are together, and half of the time it's not even the kid's dad that's in the household. Your turn,
Malik.
That's our buddy.
Yes, I have to compliment. You said something as far as the structure and so forth, and not speaking up. And I can relate to that, because there's many times in anything, we as black folks, we was taught, don't cry, suck it up. What happened, you know what I'm saying, stays in the household, and we suppress things. And once you suppress things and anything, you take this outside the front door, you find yourself in a situation where you come back in that front door.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not able to express yourself the way you want to express yourself. So now, expressing yourself, you're being punished for speaking up.
Mm-hmm.
So when you speak up, now you're a target. So we grow up learning these here types of behavior. As far as one of the behavior, as a black man, don't cry, suck it up.
Mm-hmm.
Why should I suck it up? Maybe crying release what I'm going through.
Mm-hmm.
But I was taught not to suck it up, not to cry, but to suck it up. When you're trying to vent and express yourself and release it, the message you're getting is contradictory. In the household today, the format is set, it's designed against us. What we've been taught, what we've been indoctrinated with, what we've seen with our own physical eyes on a daily basis, contradict everything. So when you try to think outside the box, when you try to go in another lane, because someone is always trying to put you in a lane to conform, and if you don't want to conform, and then when you ask why, it's a problem. Why should it be a problem when you ask why?
Mm-hmm.
Why is the question usually asked by the 85%, the dumb, deaf, and blind? But at the same time, that's because you told me this is an apple, I'm supposed to believe this is an apple. That's because you told me I'm not supposed to cry, I'm supposed to believe you. That's because you told me I'm not supposed to express my emotion, I'm just supposed to do as you say. That's a form of compliancy. So you tell me, therefore, it's a dictatorship.
Mm-hmm.
Conform or reply. If you don't reply, you're going to reap the benefits. And the benefit is, 9 times out of 10, injustice. Because no one wants to believe that, okay, you want to be this compliant. You want to keep asking why. So once you know what I'm saying, keep asking why. Just like in school nowadays, if a child keep asking, why is this, why is that? They consider your child disruptive.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do they consider them disruptive, first thing they want to do is describe your child medication. But you say street drugs is illegal, but at the same time, you want to put my child on medication. And the same medication that you put my child on have 10 to 15 different side effects that, unlike a street drug. If I'm wrong, you can look it up yourself. As far as my black brothers and sisters out there, I would like everyone to get the Black Law Dictionary and find out true meanings of words. Because everyday meaning words that we use, that we understand, in a system-wise, it's a complete different meaning. United States is a business. That's why politics is your father and religion is your mother. Because you're being taught to conform. You're not being taught to be a free thinker. And when you become a free thinker, they interject. You're being disruptive. You're problematic. So therefore, since I'm problematic, I'm doing something right. On that note, your response.
I feel like for me, family division is a very, it's a very serious topic for me. Just personally, it's very, ironic per se for me, because you think about the image that's portrayed even as when you're children. You got kids, and it literally goes from like pre-K on up. You see, they be like, okay, well, describe your family. It's usually, their color, and it's their mom, their dad, their siblings, and you're always told how family's gonna have your back, they're gonna support you, they're gonna love you, this and the third. But the older you get, the more you realize that vision or that persona or that dream that you're portraying is not the case. It's sad though, but in the same boat, it's like I said, from infancy, you're taught things, and you tend to realize the older you get, that's not exactly the case. Because in the same boat, you can see nowadays, it's literally single parent households. Either the mother is taking on the responsibility of the children, or the father is taking on the responsibility of the children. It is very rare that you see in a black household the whole family together. Now, I could be wrong, but most of the things you see is, like I said, either the mother with the kids or the father with the kids. It's never them together unified, because the saying is, it takes a village to raise a child. And it's a fact, because they can learn from their mother, their father, their grandmother, their cousin, just learn things they don't know. But because of the family division, this person not liking that person had issues with that person, now the kid is now sheltered to where they're only known by the people that take care of them, not the broad of the family, who can also help them learn and inculcate things they can use in their everyday life. But that was our take on family division. Like I said, this is our first run, so we'll have more videos coming soon. Again, who this is, your boy Young Poppy. Again, I got my brother Darius, and I got Malik.
Okay, Malik the God.
Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely drop some comments. We love to hear your viewpoints, so that we can continue this discussion and
yes,
hit other topics. So until next time.